Hello and welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. This guidance reading is going to be a reading on challenges and blocks you might be facing at this time and how to overcome them. So as always, we have our piles here with group 1 on the left through to group 3 on the right. The timestamps will be in the description box below along with the cards that I'm using. If you'd like a private reading with me, there's a link below and you can book that on there. And there's also links to my social media pages where you might like to follow along and see other content there as well. And that being said, I'll leave you with your selection and I hope you enjoy your reading. Hello group 1 and welcome to your reading. If you've chosen the Smoky Quartz piece, then this one is for you. Such a lovely piece, this one. I've chosen Smoky Quartz for this reading because it is a challenges and blocks reading. So just addressing any challenges that you might be facing at this time and what's needed to overcome those challenges. So Smoky Quartz is a beautiful grounding stone you might like to work with to help ground you through the face of a challenge and just clear some of that negative energy and bring you back into this present moment where your power lies. So beautiful stone, and just hearing the word focus with that stone as well. Maybe you're studying or maybe you've got things to focus on that are really important. But anyway, let's jump into your reading. The challenge, the blocks, what are we experiencing here? We have got what is that? That is the 7 of Wands, Judgment, Chariot, and the 9 of Wands up the top there with your challenge. So this challenge could have to do with a number of different things, but I'll try to keep it very general and open. You found yourself in a situation where you've had to defend your honor or defend yourself and remove yourself from a situation. This situation could have been going on for a really long time. It could be to do with a relationship or perhaps a career, a job that was not resonating with you anymore. Whatever the situation it's been really enduring for you. And there's perhaps recently been an awakening, an epiphany, a calling perhaps, maybe even divine intervention to change this situation, to bring you further into truth and to understand that perhaps this situation wasn't right for you in the first place, or that it is no longer right for you moving ahead at this time. And that's something that you perhaps can't avoid anymore with Judgment and Chariot right there in the center at the top. I can see that coming to the acceptance of an ending in this situation has been really, really hard, perhaps very enduring. You've been very enduring in this situation, and I can see here as well that you've perhaps had some really awful challenges in regards to other people potentially attacking you, abusing you, or manipulating you. And I feel like you've perhaps been pushed down and basically, I wanted to say a few things there, but I think I should say you've given your power away in a situation, and that's come to an end, though, I do believe, or it is coming to an end currently. As you can see, a lot of the oracle cards surrounding this reading are very supportive, and we'll go through those in a moment. But first of all, the challenge is just moving forward with direction and where to go. You might be feeling very blocked as to where do I go now? What do I do? Do I even have the energy to go on or move forward at this time? You might be feeling a little defensive and tired. You might not really have that energy to muster up and move forward and see the future with positive eyes at this time. With the 9 of Wands there, you might be not really feeling like you can let much help in right now either, and you might be just wanting to deal with it all on your own and just maybe isolate or hide away and grieve or lick wounds, or just take time out to process, heal, accept, release. So I can see here the challenge has definitely been resistance to change, and that some of these changes have been perhaps quite I do feel you've had a lot of messages about this situation as it's unfolded, and you might have doubted your intuition and doubted some of these messages, but you've needed to learn the lessons that you have. And so here we are, and I do feel that this is your chance to liberate finally from this situation, and this blockage is merely is going to be merely a thing of the past for you in not too long. It does depend on your approach and choices, of course. You can stay in this energy for longer if you should choose to, but you are being lovingly guided and supported to release this energy. This energy can be a situation in the past that didn't work out for you, a disappointment, somebody who's let you down. So in the area of what will help with this challenge, we've got the 8 of Swords, the 8 of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, and the 9 of Swords. So 2 8s there together make me feel very much about karmic cycles and things that have perhaps gone around and around, and you've perhaps felt very powerless to the situation and unable to, pull your power back and make an empowered choice, I suppose. So you've perhaps believed for quite some time that there's no way out of this situation, but that is not true, and the Spirit is asking you to abandon that idea. And it also says abandon success underneath the 8 of Cups. So, and that's the thing, is I do believe you had a lot of hope for this situation, and you may have even had some ideas or hints of success, maybe even some results from it that were promising. However, you are being asked to release all of this and set your sights on a different horizon, a new beginning, getting ready to move forward graciously, slowly and carefully. It's not a fast journey. You may be moving quite far away literally, or it's that you will be moving so far from this situation that one day when you look back, you will not feel like you are in even perhaps the same person, let alone the same place. So this is also a need to really ground yourself and take good care in your everyday routines as you navigate that 8 and 9 of Swords on either side. You are in a state of release, which can come up with grieving and emotional processing. Allow time for that. There may be haunting dreams, and it would be really helpful to do some journaling, write down a dream journal or just a normal journal to process some of these traumatic experiences, I'd like to say. It does feel like some of this has been quite trauma-inducing, and it would be very helpful to perhaps write down your count of events on some paper. Maybe you'd like to burn it or do something with that. But also recording your dreams. If you're getting some messages through your dreams, which I do think a lot of you in this group will be getting some pretty wild messages in that area, it'd be nice to write those down. This is also a time of just being drawn to dignified strength now, and I feel like this is really a time for exactly that, for you to keep your dignity intact in the way that you remove yourself from this situation. And by removing yourself is exactly doing that, I do believe. I feel that if you were to stay engaging in whatever this is, it would not be very dignified for you at all, and I think you do understand that as well. So this is not an easy challenge to move through because it is very emotional and mentally challenging. Lots of anxieties, fears about how this is going to turn out. Is this the right thing to let go of, or is it going to be okay on the other side? There might be a lot of questions about that, but let's move through the Oracle cards. And this is very much a one step at a time journey. You are being guided. You will have all of the assistance and guidance you need as each step is taken. You've got here Nourish Your Temple, a beautiful card about respecting your body, nice healthy greens, maybe having herbal teas, any type of therapies and remedies. I get a bit of womb healing here for some people, perhaps a bit of Reiki, body talk, body work, lots of different things to nourish your body. That is the very first step in overcoming this challenge. It's just to invest any iota of love or care that you have, to just invest that back into yourself right now. To tidy up and clean away the clutter, the distractions, the things around you that no longer contribute to your happiness and well-being in your environment, things that you no longer need or use. You could donate or move along in some way, get rid of. This clearing is going to help you with the process of clearing some things in an inner level as well. So if you're called to clear out a cupboard, go with that and clear out that cupboard. Just take these tiny little steps that help release. Lots of that. We've even got release up here with the Sacred Destiny Oracle. I like how these all came out together with release, transformation, new beginnings. And then the bottom of the deck was going forward, so I did pop that over here as well, because it's this perfect journey that you will process in the journey that I can see here for you, where while you may be in a state of painful release that's very anxiety inducing and causing a lot of worry and concern, this is actually the best thing for you. And you're asked to give less of these and own your power in this situation, to truly just not care anymore if you can. If you can find yourself in that place where you're ready to just let it go, just release it completely and head towards this new beginning, because you're being guided towards it. With the Judgment and Chariot in the center of this reading, it doesn't get any clearer that although you are going through all of this challenge around the outside, and the only real kind of positive energy here is the Knight of Pentacles, the fact that you've got no choice but to slowly put one step in front of the other. All of this challenge, what's in the center and the headpiece of this reading is Spirit's guidance. This trumpet, this angel's trumpet, calling you towards a better way, the right way, the way that is going to take you where you need to be. And where that is, I don't think are quite aware of yet. And sometimes it's really hard to see that far down the track. And that's probably a good thing right now, because I do believe that going forward down the track, there are some beautiful new beginnings for you. And that as you slowly take this journey, you're slowly going to feel lighter and lighter as you go. And by the time you get to this place, you'll be in alignment with what you receive there. So the small choices you take right now to just nourish your body, clear out the old, own your power, and move into healing and release, the greater the results will be on the other side there. I think we touched on the dragon spirit here as well. Truth transcends illusion. It is a beautiful, beautiful card to come into this reading, because I do feel, especially with Judgment there, that there has been something revealed, a truth revealed, or something that you can't really unsee in a situation. And it's going to help you move forward in truth. The dragonfly spirit also does speak. I just noticed we've got the dragonfly and the butterfly here. These are both those messages of transforming and transmuting old energy. And the dragonfly spirit is often, we see dragonflies in environments that are really healthy. Healthy environments have dragonflies, and that's what I see as well with nourishing your temple. I do feel like the healthier you get with your choices with your body, mind and spirit, the further you will transcend and move along this path. So it really is a journey within that will take you without, I suppose. It's really going to bring in a lot of new opportunities. But none of these can fit in your world right now. There's no space for them yet, and that's okay. It's time to clear that space, a time for healing and a time for release. Because before you know it, you're going to be in this new beginning down here, in this moving forward into a new horizon and receiving so many blessings that are just so different from what you've experienced so far. So group one, that is what I have for you in this blocks reading. I hope it's given you some sort of insight, clarity, guidance into the situation. And I look forward to reading for you again soon. Hey group 2, and welcome to your reading. If you've chosen the Palo Santo, then this one is for you. Palo Santo is a beautiful smoking wood. It smells so sweet. I often use it after sage just to smooth that energy out, make things a lot clearer and calmer. It's used to clearing negative energy and is a good companion for this reading, as we're going to be looking at challenges and blocks and how to overcome those challenges. So let's jump straight in. We've got in the challenge area up the top row, the Queen of Swords, the Devil, the Tower and Judgment. 3 pretty big major arcanas. So there's something very big unfolding in your life right now, and so you may feel like destiny is changing for you, or there is something in the works that is much bigger than perhaps the immediate situation. So the Queen of Swords looks on to the Devil with truth and clarity. So that perhaps was not once the case. I do feel like it is now. It's becoming the case. This challenge, this block, is not actually going to be here much longer. I feel like it's already dissipating as you move through this. I mean, everyone might have a different timeline connected to this. Some people could be prior, but I do feel majority of you, the worst is behind you in this situation. And so I do feel with the Queen of Swords, the Devil, the Tower, it's truth has been gained in a situation. Judgment is there. So you have been called to awaken to something that has not been working. Foundations have been shaken. There has been a lot of destruction and loss. This situation with the Devil there could mean addictions, obsessions, temptations to surrender your power for something in exchange. This can be a lot of different things. It could be toxic relationships. It can be obsessions. I think I already mentioned that. It can also be overworking and burning yourself out and pushing yourself into the ground and not actually listening to your body when you need rest or things like this. So with the Tower there, the Devil, this unhealthy situation needs to go. The Judgment is here and the Queen of Swords is here on either side. That's what makes me feel like you've already become very well aware of this and perhaps already taken the steps to move yourself from the situation. Whatever this situation is, you do have the power to overcome it, and I do feel like you have been preparing yourself for this for a little while now, potentially. So the Devil and the Tower right there in the center heading this reading, the chaos is real, is what I want to say with that. Like, this situation is very real for you, and your ability to navigate it is even realer. That's what I love, and it's in the next row here. What is the advice from Spirit? We have the Hermit, the Lovers, the Five of Swords, and the Nine of Wands. To withdraw from this situation, to pull back your energy and to seek your own inner truth, to meditate on the situation, to withdraw from other people's opinions and expectations at this time and just go and rest and care for yourself while you consider your options as you move forward and what moving forward is going to look like for you, what is staying and what is going. The Lovers card does feel, it feels like a little bit of a challenge in that I do feel you may need some time to yourself before you're ready to commit to an act of change or movement forward. I feel like there needs to be perhaps time to grieve, process, or feel. And if you need to allow yourself that time and space, then by all means. But the advice here is once you are ready to move forward again, Spirit is going to be there to help you with that movement and bringing joy and fun back into your life. So this situation, it's hard to tell what exactly this block is, but I think you are very well aware of what it is and how unhealthy it's been for you, and how much you've had to endure. It feels like something that's perhaps been going on for a long time. But the Five of Swords and the Nine of Wands is asking you to give up but not give up, if that makes sense. It's a bit of a mixed message here, where you do need to put down the battlefield and step off the battlefield, and I do feel that you're more than prepared to do that, and it's something that you're ready for. So to disengage from the drama and just no longer feed it anymore, whatever the situation is, but not give up in the sense that for some of you this could be a family dynamic situation where there's been a rift in the family or a breakdown in communication, and this can amend itself in the future. However, right now it is time to pull back. For others, this could be completely different, but you're not to give up on your journey ahead with moving forward. You're not to let this experience sap your hope or your strength. That's what the message is about. Even if it feels bleak or you have to move forward or move along on your own, you're asked to hold strong and continue putting one step in front of another. Now is the time for action with the Aries Act card down the bottom here, and movement right next to that as well. I kind of like put those together. well, I didn't actually put them together, that's just how they came out, but I like to read them together in that they're both cards of exactly that. It's time to stop looking in the past and start looking towards the future, and with making really healthy choices that support the life you want to create. So the Queen of Swords is already called a boundary here. It might have been inability to call boundaries in the past that has been a problem for you, but you're now willing to step into your power. And as you do that, you're going to be so supported. You've got luck on your side with new moon in Sagittarius, and I really feel that's exactly it. Once you embrace this new beginning and let yourself move forward, you are going to have so much luck and blessings. Once you release this and let that positivity flow back into your life, I feel like for a lot of you, it's already still there around you. It's just that perhaps one area of life has been so all-consuming and painful that you've not been able to acknowledge the blessings that are all around you. And as you slowly release yourself from this, those blessings are going to start showing themselves. You're going to start to acknowledge them again, and then more and more and more. And I do feel like that's going to just slowly trickle in until we've got quite a flood and flow of blessings and movement. We've got the card Unplug, which I really think is quite perfect to be in this reading, especially as we see the Five of Swords here as well, because that's exactly that card, to pull back, to unplug. This is also unplugging from expectations of the rest of the world, social media, getting back to messages and just being available all the time. With that underneath the Hermit as well, this is a really strong message to just honor your needs right now. And if that means withdrawal and rest, then that's exactly what that means. For some of you, this is also a time to do exactly this, some yoga, just inner strength. This is more than just about body strength, but it's also about personal strength, and perhaps some work on the chakras as well, and being drawn to the solar plexus and sacral. We also have the whale spirit, trust in the great mystery. And that's to say that although this situation is very destructive and painful, I'm very much asking you to trust that everything is actually going to turn out a little better than you perhaps imagined, and that things might have a better outcome if you're able to just let go and step back into your own power and take action where you are able to be proactive. Because the Serenity Prayer sort of comes to mind at this point. Having the having the wisdom to know the difference. But the message I love, actually, I've just noticed as well, the whales underneath the dolphin. So it might also be that you spending a bit of time in nature or by the beach or by the water could be very, very healing and soothing for you right now. I also do get the sense that a lot of this could be wrapped up in family matters. For many of you, there may be some real challenges there, but there's also some families, friends or loved ones here with this dolphin card that are there and wanting to support you. Like I said, perhaps the people that have been there in the background, but you've been maybe a little consumed by this that you haven't noticed. Those people, I think, are there waiting to join with you and have good times with you and see you come back into joy and movement forward with your journey. Maybe some friends have been watching you go through this challenge and would love to see you rise again, would love to see you pick yourself back up. And for others of you, this is just the sheer happiness that you will experience as you move forward into the mystery, as you take these proactive steps. For some of you, this is about believing in yourself and just going for it. Perhaps you've got an idea that you'd like to step up with, a business idea or something like this, and there may be some doubts or fears surrounding how that is going to come to be, but you do need to just take those steps. I see the Ace of Wands just here on a split in regards to that, which is divine inspiration, creative ideas, divine channelings as well. So this is also about passionate new beginnings. I love that it's also there with Aries Act. This is basically Ace of Wands right next to each other. So you really are at a time of release and movement forward into better times. The blockage, like I said at the start, could be anything with this devil in regards to toxic connections, addictions, obsessions, imbalances in where you spend your time and attention, overworking, things like that. and bringing it back into balance, taking care of yourself and meeting your own needs, because as soon as you do, luck is on your side and things are going to flow forward quite nicely for you. So Group 2, this is your reading. I hope it has resonated and give you some sort of comfort, clarity, or guidance with this blockage. And I look forward to reading for you all again soon. Bye, Group 2. Hey, Group 3, and welcome to your reading. If you've chosen this beautiful piece of rhodonite, then this one is for you. Rhodonite is probably one of my favorite pieces. This one is a stone of radical self-love and acceptance. It's an unconditional love vibe for sure. It's known to bring ease to bruises. You might like to Google that one. You can put rhodonite on bruises and it can relieve them. But it's also that message of helping relieve pain of the past and letting that go, and so you can move forward with love and into your highest potential. So Group 3, this reading is an interesting one as we're talking about blocks and challenges. And with your blocks and challenges, it really does feel like part of those blocks might be just a matter of divine timing and maybe impatience as well. We'll see. Let's go into the reading. With the challenge being the Temperance, 8 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, and the 10 of Cups. So there's something you want to manifest. There's something you want greatly in your life, a beautiful blessing. And this could be so many things. You might want so many things. This could be a loving relationship and a family and a marriage. This could be the career and job of your dreams. This could be the lifestyle of your dreams. This could just be a healthy body. This could be so many things, right, that you are working towards. You have been working so hard at this for a while now. I can see that you've been showing up and mastering. There may have felt like there's been blocks in your work or blocks from your wishes and your abundance, but you've been putting in perhaps the work and just wondering maybe where are the results a little bit. Lots of foundation laying here. So with what will help with the challenge, we've got the 8 of Wands, the King of Wands, the Chariot, and the Magician, which is such seriously empowered cards, because what this shows me is that you need to just continue persisting and carrying on with what it is that you're already doing. Continue moving in that direction, hold your vision. Don't be afraid to take up roles of leadership and help share, direct, guide other people as well. You might have been afraid of the limelight, and that's something that's actually going to help you, is just stepping up into these roles that you are made for, and moving forward with confidence. Chariot and Magician, creating all that you want to create in this life. Look at the Oracle cards on the side here. We've got Rabbit Spirit, now is a lucky time. Underneath that, we've got blessings. This is such a beautiful reading and a really nice energy. Your challenge and your blocks is your wish fulfillment, but that is, you have, what do I want to say? It is coming for you. But I do believe that there's still some work to be done. There's still some power to step into, I would say, because you've got it. You just, I think, need to step into it and believe in it and continue walking. Don't stop to walking that walk. So with the Magician here, I can see that you've got all the resources already. You've got all of the skills and abilities, experiences under your belt to help you continue navigating this path. A lot of this is divine timing, I do feel. I did say that at the start as well. You might be feeling a little impatient for something that you want, but it is going to happen for you. Get prepared for fast movement. Get prepared for serious change. Underneath the 8 of Wands is actually Uranus. And when we see Uranus come into our life, we've got to prepare for serious change, because it is there for revolution and shaking things up, and everything you once thought could be very well changed when you're influenced by Uranus. And having that in a reading underneath the 8 of Wands, and then there's also the King of Wands and the Chariot and Magician, like all of that, and even the Capricorn Achieve, these are you can't get any more capable. And with that divine spirit support behind you as well. You may not believe that yet, but you will soon. It's because you're going to be rocketed forwards into blessings and new experiences. Capricorn, achieve. This is definitely your hard work paying off. Capricorn is the type of energy that is in it for the long haul. They like to build things that last, and they build things often quite slowly. We've also got use your hands, and this tells me as well that what you're building, what you're creating is something that you love, something that you have devoted yourself to or will be devoting yourself to. You have shaped this dream with your very hands is what I'm seeing in that card. And also to continue to use your hands to lovingly create the life that you wish to experience, to lovingly cook those meals and tend to your responsibilities and chores and just all those sweet things with the two hands that you have. Your capabilities are huge, and so is your potential. We also have conclusions within reach, full moon eclipse, and to see Uranus and an eclipse in the same reading, look out. Again, this is a powerful change. And for some of you, like I said, divine timing, once that time is here, boom, everything happens, everything unfolds, movement, communication, that answer, that letter you were waiting for, that reply, whatever it is, the opportunity comes in, the date arrives, if that resonates there. So there's going to be massive conclusions and a culmination in this experience very soon. So although it is a blocks reading, it won't be a block for too much longer. With the luck is on your side, or now is a lucky time with the rabbit spirit. It's a time of abundance and fertility in your world and blessings as well. This is really a time to open yourself up to all blessings because they're going to be pouring in. We've got Stargazer here also, so it's a wonderful time to just rest. I like as well that she sort of looks over to the moon here. You may like to just rest outside every day and gaze at the moon, or every night, sorry. And just sort of take a quiet, mindful moment to trust that the conclusions are within reach and that everything is unfolding exactly as it's supposed to, even if you feel like there's a lack of movement or a lack of balance in the situation. There are a lot of blessings and guides watching over you right now, and there's a lot of messages all around you to receive. You're very protected and very safe. You just need to have faith that your path is guided and watch for the spiritual signs that you'll be getting, shooting stars perhaps with this one as well. There's going to be a lot of profound healing energy that's going to be flowing towards you soon. Some of this, all of this has also to do with, or it's not like a leaf in the wind. You still obviously need to take steps, and we did mention that before. There's still a little bit of work to be done, to not give up, to continue persisting or pushing forward with your projects or your ideas, the things that you know you need to finish. The Eight of Wands sometimes is a bit of a message of completing those things that you once started. That is going to be beneficial to clear a block. You may need to clear up something that has been left forgotten about, perhaps a bill that needs to be paid, or a letter replied to, or just something, a loose end that needs to be tied off, that you can absolutely handle that and navigate that. All of these cards show immense capability, so I think I'll leave this reading here, Group 3. It looks like something that you're more than able to move through the blockage of, and anything else is just up to divine timing, so long as you continue to stay your path, hold your vision, and move forward with confidence, continuing to master anything and everything that is right in front of you. Group 3, there's a lot of blessings coming your way, so I hope this reading has resonated with you and given you some sort of comfort, clarity, or guidance, and I look forward to reading for you all again soon. Bye, Group 3.